Welcome guys, I'm HOJ, and in today's video we'll be playing more of the mono white Lifegain deck that I've been doing the last couple days in 5 best of 1 standard ranked ladder matches. Just hit Mythic today, so currently I think we're Mythic number 134. Really happy with how the deck's been working, and what I'll do is I'll first go over any updates to the deck, then we'll do the 5 games, and then I'll do kind of a wrap up there at the end, go over win rates, etc. So in the description of the video, you're going to see the full playlist for this deck, as well as a couple other decks, if you want to check those out. And then I also will have a link for the full deck list on moxfield.com and the full win rate percentage stats on untap.gg. In addition, there's a link if you'd like to subscribe, if you like my content and you want to see more of it. So let's jump in. And actually, there's been no changes to the deck in like the last 3 days or so. The deck is, I think, working as intended. Really happy with it. 23 land, and yeah, you can go back earlier in the playlist if you want to see kind of an in-depth explanation of the cards, but everything is kind of working. So let's go ahead and jump into the games. I've been seeing a fair amount of reanimators, so I'm really happy with the addition of the 4 Kutzil's flankers. They've just been great. Yeah, other than that, finally starting to see some mono red, but it's been good. Okay, opening hand looks good. We've got stuff to do. Fortunately, we don't have like a turn 1 play that's going to stick around. We do have Haliya, so I think it is worth keeping. We are on the draw, so we do get another draw at something. They probably take our channeler here, I would guess. Yep. Okay, that's a nice pickup, actually. I think I'll keep these cards a mystery for now, and then we'll just lead out here with the Pridemate. So this is most likely, yeah, mono black with the slasher. God, what's the name of the thing that does double damage whenever you attack? I can't think of it. It's a 4-mana 2/4 flyer. Anyways, that deck. We got a nice little series of plays here. Start with Haliya into Sanctifier into Healer Hawk. Oh, I forgot. We don't actually have. Never mind. We don't have the triple white. That's a mistake on my part. I think it's still okay. I mean, we don't draw the card here, but we get an extra trigger, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, we're definitely not trading here. If they play the whatever it's called, I can't think of the name of it, then we'll chump with the Sanctifier if we have to. Or actually, maybe we just block with Pridemate. But yeah, if they don't have it already in play, I'm happy to just take the damage. So yeah, I think looking back, I probably would have played Haliya last turn. I forgot we didn't have 3 white sources. Now we can just go for Exemplar. They do have open mana, which is worth noting, so maybe we go like Haliya plus Healer Hawk. I kind of like that a little bit more. I think let's do that. I think 2 threats here is a little bit better. They could also have like more intimidation tactics, so maybe they get our Exemplar anyways, but this is fine. I think here we got to be a little bit careful and not attack with both, just in case they've got 1 more piece of removal. And then like, if they were to have, I think they would need like 2 more pieces of removal, another land, and then they could play their 4-drop for the win. I just want to be a little careful here, so I think I'm just going to attack for 7. It's pretty unlikely that they'd have like that series of events, but okay, that's annoying. And now let's just get in with Healer's Hawk. I think since we've got Fountainport, we just play this out. Just get the land going. Get him, Cavern Bat. Yeah, I guess we lose Hawk here. I'd rather lose Hawk than Sanctifier. Ooh, nice pickup. I guess technically we could warp this, but then we would lose the 1 in play, so I'm just not going to bother. And then let's just sit. All right, so we have to block. Do we want to... Actually, we have another Haliya. We can just trade our Haliya out. That's fine. And I think let's warp this just to... I guess we have a fair amount of mana. I mean, we could make an extra creature on their turn. Yeah, let's just warp this. Just give us more mana. Draw extra cards on their turn. I guess we could have done it anyways, but in case we maybe would have drawn something else there. Oh, you know what? We would have drawn an extra card if we made an extra guy this turn, but we would still draw an extra card next turn by using Exemplar of Light on their turn, so it's kind of the same. I guess we would have hit them for 1 more damage if we did that on our turn. Sure. I think it's going to be mostly irrelevant, but yeah. Okay, 1-0. It's been a fun deck, honestly. I would recommend crafting it if you have the rares for it. It's been doing really well. And it's just kind of fun to play. Opening hand looks good. Okay, so possibly we're up against, could be blue-white control. It could be, is it Cauldron? Could be Jeskai, I guess. Looks kind of like blue-white control. Seam Rip. Trying to decide if we want to play Encampment this turn or not. I think... yeah, because we could play both of these this turn, and then we could just do like one of these next turn. Doesn't really change that much. So they've got various board wipes. I think I want probably to lead out with Pridemate first. I guess technically we attack there for 1 first, but... and they probably look for like Day of Judgment here, maybe Ultima, possibly even like Pinnacles, Starcage. I think we probably just want to run out 1 at a time here instead of just committing everything, because they could easily have like Ultima. If they go for the counter, then we'll just play the other one. Could have like 3 steps ahead. Another Consult, sure. Yeah, definitely not fully committing though. Okay, they had the Starcage, sure. A little risky, but we could just Channeler plus Sheltered by Ghosts. I guess they could just like completely get us later, but I think it's decent. Let's play around No More Lies. Trying to decide if we go for it now. Yeah, I think we can go for it. Obviously, if they have removal, it's like not amazing. Okay. Now we can go for Haliya plus Fountainport. I think we want to keep Haliya off the table just in case they have like board wipe. Although they are tapped out, so maybe... I think they would have gone for a board wipe if they had it last turn, maybe. But I think we want to do multiple things here. Let's just warp this in. And now we can go for Encampment for the extra triggers. I think this is actually just game. Yeah, 2-0. I'm still curious, like which cards, types of removal blue-white runs, because I've seen everything from like Pinnacle Starcage to Split Up to Day of Judgment to Ultima. I think they all run Consult the Stars and Get Lost and No More Lies, but for the like mass board wipe, it's kind of a smattering. Usually it's like 3 copies of Day of Judgment, 2 copies of Ultima, maybe like 1 to 2 copies of Pinnacle Starcage. Split Up, you usually only see in Jeskai. And then 4 color control. I don't think they run Split Up just because of the double white. Kind of long wait times here. Opening hand looks fun. Gotta say it looks fun. Okay. This is either Simic Omniscience or Simic Beatdown. guess we don't know which one just yet. But I think either way we want to start building our channeler here. So if we do channeler this turn, it gets 1 counter, and then is it better to start building it now or just getting Healer's Hawks out? I'm not sure. I think I'll just go channeler. Actually, I think I'm going to go with the Hawks first. Just in case they play like a big creature that I can't attack past. It'd be a little awkward. Okay, so it's blue-green beatdown. Okay, let's get Pridemate going. He could have a counter here, but even if he does, I think we still go for it. Like, it's possible. I think just building 2 of these, though, is a good idea, in case he's got bounce. Yeah, that's going to do it. 3-0. Hand looks good. Okay. This, I believe, is blue-white control. Never mind. This is Zora's Artifacts. Okay. What do we want to do? Double Sanctifier or Channeler? I think this one, we don't have a lot of time before they really get going. They could have Star Cage. I think I want to do Channeler here, just in case they have like Star Cage, then we don't have any ways of gaining life. So just hedge bets here a little bit. Because they do run 4 Pinnacle Star Cage and repurposing Bay to go find them, which is a complete nightmare. Okay. Do we care about Authority? A little bit, but not enough. I think we need to save this for like Star Cage, so I think we just go double Sanctifier here. It's like we're not worried about life just yet. I guess there's also an argument for like maybe attacking first in case they've got bounce. I don't think they have bounce. I think they just have like mass removal, but actually that in mind, I think maybe we hold back one Sanctifier there. That's probably wrong playing. Yeah. Oh, kicking myself now. Okay, that rewarded, but definitely should have kept one of those back just for that exact play. So I think actually now just maybe the play here is we go for Exemplar and then like set up to try to get more damage in quickly. And then like next turn go like Lurker Bat plus Shelter by Ghosts. I think that's probably what I'm going for here. But yeah, rewinding, I think I don't play both Sanctifiers, maybe just one. And then that way we have like the other Sanctifier for Shelter by Ghosts if they go for Star Cage, which they happen to have. Saw Blades is rough, okay. It is what it is. We still don't necessarily have to do it just yet. Because again, I don't think they run counters. Maybe they run like 3 steps ahead, but just that. And they're not, they need to be 8 mana to blow it up. Actually, I guess because of authority, we want to get this going now. So yeah, I guess let's do it now. This is definitely one of the harder matchups with authority and all the other nonsense. Yeah, and they've got that too. Okay, so they had the removal for it. That's awkward. There goes the team. I don't know if they run 4 copies, but I'm pretty sure it's 4. Whew, double synthesizer. It's pretty rough. Okay, I think we go for the Hail Mary. I mean, maybe it would have been better to just go for like a synthesizer there. Probably would have been, but that's okay. I guess like double Saw Blade is pretty brutal. Now I think we trade for one of these. Actually, never mind. We have a Star Cage here. We can't do that. We've got to sit. Case is not going to do it, I don't think. Well, we could get back a decent amount. If this thing survives, the only problem is I have no way to get this thing into the air just yet. So I feel like Case would be good, but we need a way to get this thing airborne. Oof, another Pinnacle. Brutal. Yeah, that might just be it right there. That's gonna do it. Okay. 3-1. So yeah, I think if we had saved like one Sanctifier, I think we still would have lost that game with just the overwhelming amount of board wipes they had, but might have been slightly different. Opening hand looks great. We do need a payoff card, but we definitely have some enablers. Okay, looks like we're up against Dimir midrange. Since they've got Spyglass Siren, I might, depending on what we draw, might be better to go for Sanctifier here if they just hold it back. So I think I'm actually going to go Sanctifier since they have the Spyglass Siren. So many Spyglass Sirens. Okay, that's a nice pickup. And that's one of our payoff cards. All 4 Spyglass Sirens, that's amazing. Sure. I think we just go Haliya plus Channeler again. This is why I love running 4 copies of this card. So we can just warp and then warp, do all the things. Probably counter this, which is annoying, but gotta go for it. Yep. I don't think throwing away Healer's Hawk is worth a card, although it's close. Maybe it is. It actually might be. I mean, because it's not really doing much right now. I think I actually will toss this in for a card. Okay, nice pickup. Guess we could go Sheltered by Ghost plus Pridemate, but they've got open mana, so I feel a little dicey about that. They could have another Phantom Interference, so we could just play Pridemate to play it safe. If we go for Haliya, we don't actually draw a card, so I think maybe just Pridemate is the move here. They probably just activate Sanctuary here, but we can try to force their hand by going for Sheltered by Ghosts. Let's do that, actually. think I'm going to put it on the Sanctifier just so we can activate again. And if they get rid of it, like, I don't really care. Guess they could make like a 2/2 and block it. Yeah, they just wanted to go Sanctuary. That makes sense. Ooh, Curiosity. That's a good one. And that's a nice draw too. So now we can go Haliya plus Sheltered by Ghost to get rid of this Curiosity. And that feels pretty good. Get a bunch of activations. Get some more cards. So now they probably have removal for Pridemate. I guess they just do that. Spend. Sure. I mean, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I suppose in hindsight, what we could have done is put the Shelter by Ghost on the Sanctifier to make it harder to target. That probably would have been better. I think I was a little greedy there, just trying to gain some extra life. Yeah, that probably would have been better. And unfortunately now they're gaining a bunch of cards. So this could spiral quickly. I think we trade for Sanctuary to cut down their mana a little bit. Is it worth blocking Curiosity with Healer's Hawk? I think it actually might be to deny a card. Because again, like Healer's Hawk isn't doing much for us right now. Yeah, I think this might actually be a good... I suppose we could double block, but then this just becomes an enchantment. Doesn't really help us. Okay, so I guess with Strategic Betrayal, yeah, I suppose that's a reason to keep the Hawk around. Okay, Haliya plus Channeler. Actually, probably Haliya plus Flanker for the extra card. Yeah, Curiosity is so good. It can just spiral the game so quickly. Really kicking myself for not targeting the Hinterland Sanctifier with the second Shelter by Ghosts. Opponent is deep in the tank. It's just they're like their one counter spell, their one hard counter. I think they have like one Essence Scatter in the main list. Or they just timed out. Sure. I think we go flanker for the card. That's a nice one. So 4, 6, yeah, we don't need the land. I guess the problem is if they have removal for Haliya, it's awkward. Which they probably do. I think we just trade flanker here. Flanker's not getting any better. Double Curiosity is really good. So I think for the order of our cast, next turn we probably go Exemplar first, just so it's a 5/5 and can block Curiosity. Also plays around Phantom Interference. Could be the Essence Scatter. Sure. I think now we want to go for Haliya Warped In over Channeler as a 2/1. Although I'm not sure that's true. Because like this will force him to keep something back. We're at 34. Might just be better to get Channeler going. This will guarantee an extra card draw. So that's the nice thing though. And it also lets them not get in a Sanctuary. Yeah, I think we just draw more cards in general. Oh, that's a nice pickup. And it lets us get to 5/5, which is huge. Okay, so they tap down Exemplar. They draw 4 cards. Yikes. Guess we chump here and let them draw 2. Also, we get to draw an extra card, which is pretty sweet. Okay, Bat takes our Channeler, which is annoying. Pridemate is pretty good. Yeah, let's lead out with Pridemate. Oh god, that was misplay there. I forgot to play this first. That was a mistake. I thought this was here for some reason. That's awkward. Okay. So yeah, even if we did the order right, we lost counters there, but we wouldn't have drawn a card. Although this would be a 4/4, which does make a difference. God, they're gonna draw their deck here. This is crazy. So they draw a minimum of 6 cards. I guess if we double block here, they just play another Kato. Yeah, this is so bad. I think we double block, even still. Yeah, they have so much advantage, it's ridiculous. And I think with this much advantage, it's pretty much over. I guess like we'll play another turn or so, but yeah, this is pretty much over. Yeah, they're drawing like 10 cards. Yeah, this is over. All right, 3 and 2. So I think that one was winnable. I made a misplay with the targeting of the second Sheltered by Ghost. Should have been on the... Got greedy and put it on the Pridemate, and it should have been on the Hinterland Sanctifier, which would have prevented a lot of nonsense. So, but, you know, good to try to catch mistakes. And let's take a look at the overall stats for the deck here. All right, currently it is showing here as 55% win rate, so 67% win rate on the play, 44% on the draw, 59 wins and 49 losses. This doesn't count all of my wins with this deck because I have played a number of games on my tablet, on my phone, which are not counted in the stats here. But it's at least a decent snapshot. And for the matches, blue-white is pretty rough because the artifact deck, which certainly accounts for a number of these games, is almost an auto loss. I guess it's not technically an auto loss, but it's pretty rough. Just because they have, like, I think 4 Pinnacle Star Cages, and then they have the Repurposing Bay, and they can find them with any of the other 2-drop artifacts, which is pretty brutal, and then like 4 copies of Authority. And then the blue-white matchup, blue-white control is actually decent. Some of those have started turning the corner in more of a positive direction. Mono red, 67% win rate, 67% win rate, so 10 wins, 5 losses. Boros is a much tougher match. Yeah, 5 and 4, 56%. Mono green, 75. Demir looks like slightly above 50-50 here at 57%. Mono black is pretty good at 80%. Is it 60 with 3 and 2? And then Reanimator decks, there's a sort of a bunch of different Reanimator, both Grixis and Sultai. They're edging closer to 50-50. I think with the change that I implemented with the Kutzil's Flanker, it really helps out a lot. Red, green, and mono blue both pretty good. And then I think like Jeskai is a rough matchup. 4-color control is also pretty brutal. Some of that might start getting a little better with some of the changes. I think Flanker does help a little bit. But they are tough matchups because they have like just so much removal and like just a couple finishers. And then doing well against Selesnya. I guess doing well against the Mirror. And I think the rest are just kind of like, oh, Teamer. I guess one game against Teamer, which did not go well. But yeah, kind of a smattering here. So overall, really happy with the deck. Did hit Mythic with it. I would recommend trying this deck out if you do have the rares. I think it's worth playing. So yeah, if you like my content and seeing more content like this, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.